May 7th, 2024. Three unmarked patrol cars roll down Oakwood Drive in St. Clair County, Alabama. No sirens, no lights, just the quiet certainty of justice finally arriving after 36 years. The house they approach looks ordinary, well-maintained, American flag on the porch, garden gnomes lining the walkway. This is the home of someone who waves at mail carriers and brings casseroles to church potlucks. Detective Marcus Haywood takes point, warrant in hand. The front door opens before they knock. Standing there is Tommy Brennan, 62, wearing a faded Alabama t-shirt and reading glasses. He looks like somebody's grandfather. Tommy Brennan, you're under arrest for the murders of Layla Wilson, Nora Scott, and Tessa Lewis. The handcuffs click. Neighbors gasp. Not Tommy, someone whispers. There's no way. But here's the thing about monsters. They don't always have fangs. Sometimes they're the ones holding the flashlight during the search party. October 14th, 1988. 18-year-old Layla Wilson vanished from Murphy's Diner. Her car was found still running, keys in the ignition, door wide open. Madonna played on the radio. Layla had just finished her shift, dreaming of nursing school and a future that would never come. June 3rd, 1990. 22-year-old Nora Scott disappeared from her family's ranch. Her truck sat abandoned on Old Mill Access Road. Her dog Rusty paced the truck bed, whining. Nora was 3 weeks away from marrying her high school sweetheart. Her wedding dress still hung in her closet, waiting for a bride who would never wear it. August 22nd, 1995. 19-year-old Tessa Lewis was working the night shift at Peterson's gas station. Security cameras captured her talking to someone she clearly trusted at 12:16 a.m. She smiled, stepped toward the door, and vanished. Her portfolio of artwork for college applications would never be submitted. 3 young women, 3 families shattered. No witnesses, no bodies, no answers. And one name kept appearing in every investigation: Tommy Brennan. Tommy was a volunteer firefighter and Little League coach. Well-liked, always friendly. He'd been interviewed 3 times, once for each disappearance. Each time his wife provided an alibi. Each time he seemed genuinely concerned, even offering to help search. Layla was such a sweet kid, he told investigators in 1988. You guys need any help searching? When Nora Scott vanished, Tommy comforted her family at church. When Tessa Lewis disappeared, he told the gas station owner, I hope they catch the bastard who did this. He was the perfect neighbor, and that's exactly what made him invisible. The cases went cold. Sheriff Bill Craddock retired in 1998, haunted by the failures. The FBI task force disbanded. Life moved on, except for the families. Diane Wilson kept Layla's bedroom untouched for decades. Every October 14th, she held candlelight vigils. Derek Pullman, Nora's fiancé, never married, keeping her engagement ring in a wooden box on his nightstand. Sharon Lewis worked triple shifts to avoid going home to Tessa's empty bedroom. In 2010, newly elected Sheriff Marcus Haywood reopened the cold cases. He sent forensic evidence for reanalysis using advanced DNA technology. A partial profile was extracted from Peterson's gas station door handle, but it didn't match anyone in criminal databases. The case stalled again, until 2022. Detective Mark Haywood, the sheriff's son, attended a conference on investigative genetic genealogy, the same technique that caught the Golden State Killer. He realized this could crack the case. In 2023, the DNA profile was uploaded to public ancestry databases. Weeks turned to months. Then, on December 4th, 2023, the email arrived. Multiple genetic matches found. The genealogy team built elaborate family trees, tracking births, deaths, and migrations across generations. They narrowed the suspect pool to 4 men. The 4th name made Detective Haywood's stomach drop: Thomas Allen Brennan. They needed direct DNA confirmation. For 8 weeks, Mark Haywood became Tommy's shadow, watching, waiting. On March 12, 2024, Tommy stopped at McDonald's. He drank coffee, read the newspaper, and threw his cup in the trash. Mark retrieved it. April 3, 2024. DNA match confirmed. Perfect match to the 1995 gas station evidence. After 36 years, they finally had him. When officers arrested Tommy on May 7th, he didn't resist. He turned around, placed his hands behind his back, and allowed himself to be cuffed. The search of his property revealed the horrifying truth. Cadaver dogs alerted in his backyard. Forensic teams excavated 3 shallow graves. All 3 victims, buried less than a quarter-mile from where their families had lived and grieved for decades. Inside the house, investigators found trophies. Isla's silver bracelet, Nora's turquoise ring, Tessa's sketchbook, and journals, meticulous documentation of each murder, written like business transactions. October 14, 1988, opportunity presented itself. Execution flawless. No remorse, no humanity. In the interrogation room, Tommy waived his right to counsel. "What's the point in lying now?" he said calmly. When asked why he killed them, his answer was chilling. "Because I could. They were opportunities. Wrong place, wrong time." Asked why he stopped after 1995. "Because I'm not stupid. The FBI got involved. I knew if I kept going, I'd eventually slip up, so I stopped." He'd treated murder like a hobby, something he mastered and retired from. As for inserting himself into investigations, that's what innocent people do, right? They help. It made me look like everyone else, just another worried neighbor. Textbook psychopath, zero empathy, pure predatory calculation. On June 8, 2024, Layla Wilson was finally laid to rest. Her mother, Diane, stood at the pulpit. "For 36 years, I didn't know where she was, but now I know. And now I can finally let her rest." Nora's fiancé, Derek, placed her engagement ring in her casket after keeping it for 34 years. Tessa's sister, Amy, said, "Her name is followed by a period now, not a question mark." Thomas Brennan faces trial in 2025, charged with 3 counts of capital murder. The prosecution seeks the death penalty. This case proves that justice delayed is not justice denied. Advances in forensic genealogy are solving cold cases across America that seemed impossible to crack. But technology alone didn't solve this. It took Detective Mark Haywood refusing to give up. It took families who demanded answers year after year. It took a community that never forgot. The hardest lesson? Predators don't always lurk in shadows. Sometimes they wear masks of kindness, inserting themselves into positions of trust. Tommy Brennan wasn't a stranger. He was a neighbor, a volunteer, a coach. And that's what made him so deadly. Layla Wilson wanted to be a nurse. Nora Scott wanted to raise a family on her family's land. Tessa Lewis wanted to study graphic design. Those dreams live on in the memories of people who loved them. Thomas Brennan's name will fade into obscurity. But Layla, Nora, and Tessa, their names will endure. Rest in peace. You are finally home.